asking, who should you get married to? Mhm. Should you get married to somebody who's a believer? I don't know. Should you get married to somebody who's not a believer? I don't know. So I'm going to say this because there's a story that I heard. This came from somebody who is my friend, but I call her my sister. So she's taught me, she was talking to me that, Yvette, do you know what? Me, when I was praying to God, I was praying to God not to give me somebody who's a believer. I never even wanted somebody who's a church guy and a believer. I was like, but you are the Holy Ghost filled lady. What? Why? Then she said, I've given a try to people that we even call Christians, brothers in the Lord, those who preach and everything. I've given it a try, not once, not twice, not three times, not a couple number of things. But the things that I have seen from them, it's something that when you date somebody from in the world, like who's not a believer, you not even expect, they will not even be able to do what those men that we say Christian brothers have done. So I was telling God not to give me somebody who's a believer and everything. Okay, I got interested. I got interested. So quite well, good, well, her prayers were answered. She got married to somebody who was not a believer. I'm not saying, please, I'm not saying that all Christian guys are bad. No, according to her journey, because the people that she met were not like, it was crazy. Like, she was like, it's better I date somebody from outside, according to her. So when it went well, God is faithful. Her prayers were answered. I got married to this man that is responsible, a man that loves her. And guess what? The man is even younger than her. But when they are standing, you can't even know. And the man loves her. The man, everything. Guess what? My sister, the same sister of mine, a friend of mine, she introduced the man to God. And this man was willing to learn, was willing to understand what this God is all about. And the man began, remember, the man was not a Christian, was not a believer, but he was this responsible, good man, loves the wife, does not stop the wife if it's serving God and everything, and principled. So, quite okay. The woman started introducing the God to this man, and this man loves God. He became born again. Well, let's say you're married. He became born again, and now the man, he's operating under the gift that he did not even know. Why? Because this woman decided to get married to this man who was not a believer, that is well responsible, that is responsible, loves her, cherish her, help her to do to discover herself and do what she can do. And so my question is that, is it always that we need to marry people that are in the same? Because I see that there's some marriages that you get married in church, they're not working. And there's some marriages that you work or you get married with somebody who's not of church, it is working. They have lived years and years and years. And somebody that you just got married into, few months, it's done. Like the marriage did not exist. It does not exist. So who should you marry exactly? Because I believe that what my friend did was a risk. But at the end of the day, from there, she did herself, but she brought out the beauty of the man in terms of him discovering his purpose. So does it mean that because according to her, she said that if we continue having each other, like Christian, and at the end of the day, the ones that are even in the church are not even somebody that we can even trust. And this also applies to men too. I'm not saying only women. This also applies to men too and women. There's this thing that you look at these Christian sisters as we look spiritual, but when we get into there, we are world. We are world. So who should you marry? Should you marry somebody who does not even know Christ, that then you introduce them to Christ? Or this thing, I just believe that this thing works according to destiny and purpose. Because sometimes we look at, let me get married to this strong man of God that we are. But at the end of the day, you find that that man you're not compatible. And sometimes I just believe that this is mystery. It is mystery. Yes, you can get married to somebody who loves God, but who is a Christian, and they said they are born again Christian. But at the end of the day, These people, they have no heart, no compassion. Oh, like they don't want you to be great. They don't want anything to do with you. Like, and you're like, what did I add myself into? Based on myself, I just feel like me personally. When you see somebody who's teachable, who's learnable, somebody who's flexible, and let it be a direction from God, though, because these same non-believers, others are good, others are also not good. Even in the Christianity one, others are good, others are not good. But it's who God has put in your life. Because sometimes I just feel like we lock ourselves saying, oh, we just want to get married to. I've heard a lot of teachings, oh, we just want to get married to this believer. In the Bible, there's a point that the God taught a prophet to marry a prostitute, and that happened. So I just don't. I feel like it has to be according to the purpose of God, and this has to be planned and this has to be God orchestration. Because whether there's some people who have married somebody who was an alcoholic, but when they got into somebody's life, that person changed. So I don't know how you look at it. I think we become too rigid and hard. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to say. So who do you think you can marry? Please put your comment section. I see what exactly. Maybe we have been locked and we need to explore ourselves, our minds. So God bless you. Bye.